We as a career mode community need to come together right now. After the release of FIFA 23, you and I have seen the differences within FIFA 23 career mode. Yes, we have seen that things like playable highlights are actually really entertaining to play, and they make it quite easy for us to go through career modes a little bit quicker, have a lot more fun, and, get things done. But here's the big issue when it comes to FIFA 23 career mode. It's broken. Sadly, a lot of things that are essential to the mode are broken. And for that reason, I'm making this video so we can go public and let EA know are basically like the fact that we just don't like what they're doing. The fact that they're kind of ignoring this community once again and haven't necessarily properly tested the game, because there's absolutely no way that if you tested this game as a creator of career mode, that you wouldn't have realized these issues, these glaring issues, if you played through, let's say, 3 types of career modes. A Road to Glory type career mode with a terrible team, a mid-table team, and a big team. I'll tell you right now, big teams, no issues so far from what I've seen. The objectives are easy to follow, they are not outlandish, and they are easy to get done. Even if you don't want to chase them down, you can get them done basically and then release them. Those players that you had to buy or, do the transfers that you had to make and all these things. But when it comes to the actual fun career modes in FIFA 23, like the Road to Glories, like the mid-table sides and all those things, they are broken. So let's start off with objectives as we have mentioned them already. Here's a clip from one of our recent videos. I literally just signed 3 players to the Youth Academy and the objectives are still stating that I didn't. I am about to lose my head, EA. You are ruining my career mode. This is not acceptable. If you're going to put silly objectives out there, at least make it possible for me to achieve them. This objective was sat there at the beginning of the season with a red X on it, and it has ruined everything. I will get fired because it doesn't update. Give us an option to turn off objectives at the beginning of the season, or at least instead of turning them off, give us an option to have our manager rating locked at the highest rating so we don't have to worry about getting fired. If I go down with my team, I go down with my team. If I struggle with the team, I struggle with the team. But I want to be there forever if I want to. It's a game. Give me that option. Like, this objective right here is the silliest thing you could give a team that has just been promoted from the championship into the Premier League, and you're telling me I'm supposed to reduce player wages when I now play in the Prem, and the game is set up in a way as soon as you go into the Prem, they're asking for ridiculous wages. How is this a thing? Please, man, EA, just do better. This is unacceptable. I can't believe this is just still implemented into this game, and it's critical. I'm gonna have to go for the youth development ones, even though I'm a Premier League team now, and it makes absolutely no sense to go after youth academy players. So as you guys can clearly tell, these objectives make absolutely no sense, and I honestly don't think that I'm the only one that has experienced this. I've had thousands of people now go ahead and message me and tell me about the issues that they are experiencing within FIFA 23 career mode. People are telling me this about these issues in streams. They're telling me in my videos. They're tweeting at me. But guys, we need to come together and tweet to the right people. Contact the right people. So please, as you guys can see right now on the screen, I think you need to tweet at this right here. I think it's EA FIFA Direct or whatever it is. That is the page to contact when things are not going well. So please, if you can, send this video to that link and also write a text to it and let them know that these issues are currently breaking FIFA 23 career mode, and that we're not willing to wait multiple months for these things to get fixed. Because if anything gets broken in Ultimate Team, fixed just like that. If there's an exploit in Ultimate Team that benefits the player, bam, fixed like that, because it obviously hurts EA. So please, EA, go ahead and fix this, because currently the way FIFA 23 career mode is going, it's broken, and you have seen it with the objectives already. Now, I've seen multiple types of objectives that are breaking career modes. I personally had the ones with the Youth Academy where I had to sign players, 3 players from the Youth Academy for the midfield position. I did it and it didn't check off. It didn't apply to my manager rating. My manager rating was still declining. I also had the objectives of having to reduce wages when I move into the Premier League, as you guys might have seen by now if that clip was involved. When you move into the Premier League, you can't reduce wages. People are asking for insane money when you come up from the Championship in the Premier League. because you have so much more money available in the Premier League, and the players know that. Then we had objectives like sign 2 players from this nation, and those were broken too. So please, EA, you need to get these things fixed, because objectives as they stand are a huge broken feature in FIFA 23. And I think a very easy solution for this would be to apply a feature right when you begin career mode, when you set up your settings like legendary, how long the game should be, if you want international job offers and all that. I think there should be an option that makes you unsackable or unfireable as a manager. If I want to play like that, let me play like that, because it's a game after all, and that is my personal opinion. Games should be fun, and I think a lot of people will agree with this. So please, EA, when it comes to the objectives, first of all, fix them, and second of all, please go ahead and give us that option of not being fired, because that just makes things a lot more easy for us, and we don't have to worry about these objectives and micromanage them at all times, because not everyone likes to chase them down constantly. So just giving the option to the player himself would be a great thing to do. Now let's move on to the second thing in this video, and that is dynamic potential, and it's broken. Watch this clip. I gotta say, dynamic potential, however they messed it up, it's not easy right now to record rebuilds or anything of that kind. So yeah, it is a bit annoying. I really hope they get it fixed soon enough, but look at that performance. 29-6 from Openda. Normally, when this dynamic potential would work well, next season he should be at least 86 rated. We'll see how that goes, and the same goes for Johnson. Both of these players should be technically 86 rated next season by the end of it. We'll see how that goes. Openda only 84. I told you he should be an 86 this season. Did not get it. And Johnson, just like Openda, only +1 in growth, despite the amazing season these players have had. This is just not okay. I do not appreciate this, EA. You guys need to fix this, and fix it as fast as possible, because it ruins career mode and the one thing that I've really genuinely enjoyed of it in the previous years, which is dynamic potential. And look at that. Openda, 31-3. If this guy does not get to the 86 anytime soon, it's going to be a crime, because he deserves it, clearly. So as you've seen in that clip, guys, in FIFA 22, FIFA 21, and all these games, when players, or I don't know, did we have dynamic potential in FIFA 21? Possibly not. But in FIFA 22, dynamic potential was huge. It was a game-changing thing, a thing that genuinely made career mode so much more enjoyable, because you could take any young player and turn them into the world's best. As things stand on FIFA 23 right now, dynamic potential is completely broken. After the first season, many players drop in terms of their potential, even though it doesn't make any sense. Normally, they would drop down gradually. Normally, they would go from exciting prospect to showing great potential, and then no potential. But now you have players that aren't performing, who were exciting prospects, go down to no potential at all of a sudden, and that just makes no sense. And on the other side, you have players who are doing extremely well, no matter what their age is. Obviously 30+, dynamic potential doesn't normally have as much effect anymore, but we have had it in FIFA 22 where we had multiple 30+-year-olds. If they had a good season, they would still be growing. But if you had players below the age of, let's say, 28, performing at a top level, scoring more than 30 goals as a striker, they would have at least a +2 overall rise or +3 overall rise, as long as they were below the rating of 90. And now you don't have that anymore. So as you guys could see in the example, the players only grew by +1, which is hugely upsetting considering how well they are performing for multiple seasons in these career modes, and then they just get really marginal upgrades, and that's not okay. Dynamic potential needs to be coming back, because people are already realizing that it isn't there, and it's making career mode boring already, because you have to constantly use these high potential players like the Mbappes of this world, like the Upamecanos of this world, all these players that we all know have high potential. We have to keep recycling through them, which makes it extremely boring. The fun of FIFA 22 career mode was that you could pick any side and pick up like some youngsters that no one would know from all around the world, go into South America, go into Japan, find these young players that people don't necessarily grow to the 90+s, and then actually get them to the 90+ overalls. So please, EA, dynamic potential and objectives, they need to be looked into immediately, and whoever is testing your games has sadly not done a good job. So I'm really hoping that you guys can, when next time going into testing career mode, not pick a big team. I don't know how the process has been going at EA, but I would imagine that whoever tested FIFA 23 career mode has probably picked a bigger side, like a Bayern Munich, like a Liverpool, like a Premier League side, to go ahead and test the objectives and see if they're broken or not. Possibly gone through a couple of seasons and seen, all right, as Liverpool, I don't have any objective problems. But the big issue is when you go with the smaller sides, you have constant problems all the time, and accompanied with dynamic potential along with that, it makes it extremely frustrating. So please get these things fixed. Guys, share this video if you can, because we as a career mode community need to come together right now after the release of FIFA 23. If we do this in months time, this will never be fixed. So please go ahead and at these ones, this thing on Twitter. You can go ahead and at them and let them know about this video and the issues that you experience in FIFA 23 career mode. We need to make our voices heard. So please, let's try and fix career mode, or hashtag change career mode, as we have done it in the past as well. And hopefully this time we'll be heard and these things can get fixed immediately, because right now career mode, oh boy, it's in a bad state and it needs helping. So hopefully EA will help us. Have a great day, guys. Take care and peace.